So tonight, I want you to think and know that you are handpicked as part of God's grand leader. You see, in your life, I want you to think that between the time of now at 10:35 or 9:35 p.m. on All Year's Night 2009, know that between this time and the time that you die, you see, it's a very healthy thing to think about death. Between this time and the time that you die, remember two things. That somebody in this world needs your touch. The people, if I were to ask you to tell me who the last 5 Nobel Prize winners, would you be able to tell me? No. If you were to tell me, except for Shiva, who are the top 5 batsmen in the world, cricketer, we don't know. We may love Brian Lara. But if I were to ask you to think about 5 people who would have touched your life in a significant way today, when you reflect on your past, you would probably call 10. And if I were to ask you to think about those people's life that you would have influenced based on how you live, you may call dozens for me. You see, God has sent you here for a reason. And remember the first part of that, in executing your gift, it is to know that somebody needs your touch. It is not just a physical touch, but they are depending on your presence to make a difference in their life. And the second part of your karma, it is to understand that somebody needs what you have. You see, God sent you here with a gift, but that gift means nothing if you keep it. But there is somebody or some people or a demographic of people, a lot of people that is waiting. They need what you have. And in understanding that requirement, then you must take your gift and package it and ensure that you give of this world. So when your music becomes expressed, that is stifled inside of you and becomes expressed in this world, other people would have benefited. They need what God has sent you into this world with. Tonight, friends, I ask you to give birth to the dreams, give birth to the desires that God has placed within your hearts. You see, in the scientific world, in the world of brain surgeons, neurologists have told us that the human brain, only 10%, just about 10% of the human brain is used or utilized. You know what that means if you look at it the other way? It says over 90% of our mental capabilities remain dormant. If that is so, and if God is executing perfection through me, then I should live my life knowing that at least there is some part of that 90% waiting for me to express my best tomorrow. I should live and strive in such a way that I will live knowing that something about my capabilities, my physical capabilities, my mental, my intellectual, and even my spiritual capabilities, there is always the opportunity to be better than I am today. It all starts with the right frame of mind and with the right drive from your heart. Tonight I ask you this question. Are you willing to break free of some of those self-imposed limitations and start stretching yourself to a next level? You know, some people are afraid of their own successes. There's a co-worker of mine from many years ago. When I started in industry 15 years in Point Lisas, this man told me within the first year of knowing him, he said, "Krish, I want to start my own business. I want to do something in electrical consulting." He says, "Krish, I want to learn to play the dola. Krish, I want to do." And 15 years later, he's still telling me he still wants to start his own business. You see, it is great to have a dream, it's great to have a desire, but unless we stretch our abilities and execute, and even if we don't achieve it in the time that we want, but at least we become closer in achieving it, then we would have done something. You see, some people are afraid of their own successes. Yesterday I was having a conversation with my brother here, Ramu, and he was saying one of the things that he has learned and he has come to terms with, it is confronting his fear. Because if you are afraid of something or someone, the only way that you can deal with that inhibition, that self-imposed jail that we create in our own minds, it is to confront it and deal with it. My Aja used to say differently. He says, when you're dealing with a bull, take the bull by the horn. Because if you hold the tail, turn around and put you. You see, simple philosophy of whole people. It says, whatever our fears and limitations are, whatever bondages that we would have created, mukam karoti vachalam pangu lange tegrim. Krishna says, pray to me. But that blessing that you're asking for, it is not to physically remove obstacles, but to remove the obstacles within your mind. Because once the mind can fathom a concept, the body can execute. And Krishna Bhagavan is saying, remove those obstacles, remove those self-imposed limitations that we would have created in our own life, and go ahead and make yourself achieve what you want. Remember that story of the money? Anybody about? What's the about money? Anybody has? Remember the value of a $100 bill. When you hold that $100 bill in its nice, shiny chogam design that the government of Trinidad and Tobago has today, you say, wow. Bob's give me a 20. So pretend it's 100. In its brand new shiny form, this is worth $20. And if you have to take it and crush it up and put it on the ground and twist our dirty boots on it and lift it up and say, now who wants this dirty, wrinkled $20 bill? Everybody would still want it. Because no matter how it looks, no matter how wrinkled it is, no matter how filthy it is, the value, boy, you want it, still remains. The value of this currency still remains. Today I want to ask you, those stains that you have in your life, those wrinkles that you have in your life, those relationship challenges that you have in your life, those challenges in your workplace that you have, they represent the wrinkles, they represent the stains, they represent the filth. But know, in the same way that the money never lost its value, the gift that God sent you here into this world with, the potential that is in you, never becomes lost. So tomorrow still remains a possibility. Tomorrow and the year ahead of us, 2010, still remains a possibility to manifest those dreams, those objectives, those targets that we would have set for ourselves. I remind you, tonight someone offered a prayer, and that prayer was, Babs, God, O Krishna Bhagavan, there are some aspects of my life that have brought pain. There are some aspects of my life tonight, as I prepare for 2010, my heart hurts. There are issues that I would like to have resolved. Lord, help me. And as we conclude our message tonight, we chant a very beautiful Jobai, a praise, a katha of Shabari, a woman who society would have trampled upon, who the Gyanis, the knowledgeable ones, the Brahmins, would have discarded. A woman who, when she bathed in a lake, others scorned taking a bath in the same. And tonight, remember her value. Shabari Ma never devalued her potential, so much so that she got the blessings of the Lord. I ask you tonight, as we chant, as you prepare to set and stretch and break the barriers of them that we would have created within our own minds, I ask you please chant Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram as we sing the praises of Shabari Devi Ma.